that I just felt like it would be more relatable if I tell the women out there, this stinks. Like, it sucks, but I'm here for you. I get it.
You know, obviously you're always on the road, you're always doing things. So how do you kind of balance your marriage, your relationships and things like that when you're constantly so busy? And how do you and Jason make it work?
I literally told one of my girlfriends the other day, I'm the worst friend and wife for 6 months of my career because I'm like, like everywhere. But my husband, Jared, is really great about, he, obviously has worked in professional sports as well. So he kind of knows, like, for 6 months, I'm a little out of touch. When it is date night and we are, trying to make an effort, it's like no phones, no texting, no nothing. Like yesterday, he was home from working in Toronto. I had a random weekend off. So we called it Fa La 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 Football Sunday. We did our house up. We put our tree up. We got everything together. And it was like we were just concentrating on each other and the holidays. And that was it. So it's kind of like when you have time together, that's your time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I mean, yeah, you got to make those times for date nights and things like that. Are you like, when you're home, are you like no football, no sports, or is it still just constantly always talking about football, hockey, things like that?
During the football season, that's all I talk about because it's so consuming of my life. I do 2 games a week. It's really, like my passion. It's my life. It's really what is the centerpiece of it for 6 months, plus the clothing line. So no, it's kind of really hard to escape it because it's 17 weeks plus the playoffs of intense, it's like the NFL stuff is always changing. There's always a storyline. So that's kind of my job, is being up on it.
No, totally. I couldn't agree with you more. And I want to commend you for, you opened up a few months ago about your fertility journey. And as somebody who also suffered from infertility as well, I can totally relate with you. And, it's hard when somebody, it's a lonely experience. And it's nice when somebody kind of puts a face to it and you kind of relates to it. I mean, why did you want to get so vulnerable about that? And how hard was it for you to open up about that?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm lucky I have such a great support like, I don't want to say staff, but just team around me of friends. They constantly hear me talk about it. I'm constantly telling them what we're going through. But I just kind of felt like, I've been doing this for 8 years. And I just kind of felt like every time I would go into the waiting room, it would always be like, oh, please don't say my name out loud. And like my last retrieval that I had, I remember being in this room and another girl who was going through it, you could hear it. I mean, the walls are paper thin. They just put up a sheet and there's another woman right there having a procedure. And I remember they were going through it with her, like, hey, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel like this. And, then take this after. And I just wanted to kind of say to her, like, I didn't know how many times she had been with it, but it's going to be okay and good luck, because I needed somebody to say that to me and still say it to me. It sucks. It's been a really, really rough journey for us. Like I'm trying to do another round next month. I mean, I really am. I'm sitting here with estrogen patches on, so sweating like a dog. No, that's true. But, it's just, it's something that I feel like with celebrities and people in the public eye, you don't hear about it until they have the 2 babies and everything's great. Well, we've had so much failure that I just felt like it would be more relatable if I tell the women out there, this stinks. Like, it sucks, but I'm here for you. I get it. And I'm struggling just like you too. And, you kind of after a while start thinking to yourself, what's wrong with me that everybody else has had success, but not a lot of people do. So that's why I kind of wanted to be open about it.
No, I think it's so important. You're so right. You only hear about it like with the success stories, and you never hear about like all the struggles that you go through. And I wish you guys nothing but the best in your fertility journey. And I hope everything works out for you next month. Nothing but positive vibes.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.